Hey guys, so in this video we're going to see some very cute puppy action in this video. I'm going to give you the latest pup date on what's going on with these kids. And I'm also going to, hey. I'm also going to share with you some of the challenges that I've had recently. In fact, I wasn't making videos for a few days because I was emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually maneuvering these challenges with the puppies. So, ow! So they are some real toe biters right now, and you can see they're huge. They're huge. Hey. The big dogs are kind of putting up with them. And it's a beautiful day here in Guatemala. Nice sunny day. Hey, Victoria. So first of all, I just want to thank everyone who donated to the dog fundraiser yesterday. We held an animal clinic. Cafecito! 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 That's Cafecito. So that's the 6th puppy. So in this video, we're going to talk about what happened to the 6th puppy. We're going to talk about what happened to the blonde puppy. We're going to talk about some things that have been kind of challenging. But as you can see, all is well in the puppy kingdom. Hey Brenda, what do you mean you caught me twice in one day? This is my first time going live today. In fact, if I look kind of like weird and puffy and oily, it's like because I just got a massage, a much needed massage. My friend Marina, who is making the hummingbirds, she came to my house, this local Mayan woman, and she did this great just sort of like energy work massage and just moved a lot of stuff, and it was really it was really needed. So you don't need to tell me to wash my hair. It's oily because of the massage, and I will wash my hair. So anyways, let's go inside. Hi Corrine. Hi Sherry. Hi Jacqueline. I'm sorry if I don't want to say your name right. Hey Debbie. Hey, look, more pee. I turn around. Is that? Oh God, there's always pee. This is why. So honestly, I don't normally let them in the house. This is first unattended and playing like this, but today's actually our last day. These two are getting adopted out today. And yeah, it's good timing. Hey. Get your little teeth out of there. Jeez Louise. Hey, okay. Oh gosh. So there's more pee. There's always pee. I was just cleaning up more pee. So anyways, as I was saying, we're letting the puppies kind of just have fun inside today. Brought out all their blankets so they can get used to them, and I slept with the blankets last night so they would smell like me. Hey, Maple. So Maple is now the biggest dog, weighing in at 10 pounds. Saya was the smallest, but I'll tell you what happened. So yeah, 70 puppies. Hey, stop it! I'm having, oh my gosh, hi. I've been having such an intense motherhood experience with these puppies, and I'm glad. It's been like motherhood training. Definitely have gotten a lot of perspective. Hey, would you not chew on the yoga mat? It's like I need to clean the pee off of it, and it's easier to clean the yoga mat than the carpet, so we'll just let them play with the yoga mat. It's like constant mischief. It's like a bunch of very small, very furry, very cute toddlers. What are you doing? I came in last night and they were all in here, and I was just like, I had stepped outside and I came in and I was like, I want to see all your faces. Show me your face. What are you doing? No. Bronco is very patient. He's very patient with the puppies. Hey. Bronco, you're doing great, buddy. You're doing great. They think that he's just like this cool older guy. Hey. They think he's this cool older guy, and they just want to be friends with him and play with him, and he's just kind of like an old man, you know? So anyways, I should tell you about the problems that we've been having, because there have been some. Oh, hi Jenna, hi honey. Yeah, multiple puppies. Even one puppy is a lot. Well, today 2 of them are going to go to their new home. The 2 biggest, strongest, most mischievous ones, might I add, case in point, are going to be adopted out. So, hi Riley. All right, so You know what? I actually don't want you doing this. I don't want you doing this. I don't want you doing this. This is why you don't get to come inside. Because you make mischief. Because you make mischief. Because you make so much mischief. This is Maple. Maple's going to a little girl named Maria Luisa, who I love very much. I know her through Gloria, and she loves to make art, and she's just a sweet, sweet, sweet young lady. And she's getting Maple. She was very, 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 very... Okay, you know what? This... Maple, you're ouch. Guys. Okay. Oh, yes, and the rug, that's not where the rug goes, but okay. Okay, so Fievel. So Cafecito and Fievel. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. So the sixth puppy, Cafecito. That's the sixth puppy, Cafecito. So some people were asking what happened to the sixth puppy. For so long they were only seeing 5 puppies in their videos. And someone sent me a message, did he die? Like, what happened to the sixth puppy? And so what happened was that he got adopted out. After the first round of shots, after the first round of deworming medicine, Marcos, my friend Marcos, who is kind of the guy who comes and does like maintenance on this house, he'd come over to fix the fence, the hole in the fence where the dogs come in and out. Unsuccessfully, didn't work. Hi kiddo, yeah, hi kiddo, yeah. And he saw the puppies, and he's like, oh, my daughter really wants a puppy, like, can we adopt a puppy? And I said, yes, you know, after the doctor comes, and when the vet says it's okay to adopt out the puppies, you can take one. And so doctor came, puppies started eating the puppy food. Marcus came back with his daughter, kind of unexpected. His daughter fell in love with one of the puppies, and they're like, oh, can we, like, I was like, can we take it now? And I'm like, I guess so. I checked with the vet. He said as long as the puppy was eating puppy food. And so Marcos and his daughter Norma, 1 years old, they took the puppy, the sixth puppy, and for the second round of deworming. So that happened yesterday after the dog clinic. And Marcos brought the puppy back a few days before the doctor was supposed to come. He was actually supposed to come. Okay, and we're back. So, Marcus brought the puppy back, the sixth puppy, and I was absolutely shocked. It was much smaller than the other ones. My puppies were like playful and jumping and like it's very vital and full of energy, and they brought this puppy up and it was just kind of like, it was barely like it was moving, but it didn't have the vitality. It wasn't jumping and tumbling and playing. And it had this sort of scoliosis, like the back was curved. It was very skinny, like I could feel the ribs and the back was curved. I'm like, what? I was like, oh my God, like what happened? And he said, just wait, Tabitha, we'll get there. There are 2 big conflicts with the puppy. So we're just working on the first one right now. So, anyways, so I was shocked. I was like, oh my God. This was a mistake to take the puppy away from its mother. And I was like, what happened? Like the eating is like, oh, like it's eating, but the other dogs get the food. And I'm just like, so we play, we hang out, you know, like Norma drops him off and we kind of get the puppy reacclimated to his brothers and sisters. And I just plunge into this like horrible mom guilt of like, oh my God, what have I done? I made a horrible mistake. Like I should have known better. I shouldn't have let him go. Like I shouldn't, right? Like, oh, and just like he was malnourished. He was developmentally like retarded, malnourished, like emaciated, depleted. And he had this sort of like, emotionally he was vacant. Physically he was skinny, emotionally vacant. And the crazy thing is I have seen that look on humans, on human children, especially here in Guatemala, because malnourishment is such a thing. So I was really shocked, and I plunged into just like, I was really sad. I was really, 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 really sad that night. And actually I couldn't even make a video about it because I was just so like distraught. But I decided, okay, well, you know what I did? Okay, well, we are rehabilitating this puppy. So I put the bone broth in the slow cooker, and And so since then, that was maybe like a week ago. Since then, I've just been like in this strict regime of like rehabilitating this puppy. So he's been getting extra care. I separate him when it's time to eat. Don't worry, we're coming to 5-0. Don't worry, we'll get there. So every single day he's getting bone broth, he's getting kelp, he's getting special dog probiotics, he's getting apple cider vinegar. And I'm happy to say that he's doing really well. Cafecito. Cafecito. This is Cafecito. Hi, Cafecito. And he knows it. He's the only puppy who knows his name because he was gone and he was living with his family. So she came back to visit him, and we put the collar on, and I showed her the toys. And so this is Cafecito. So Cafecito is doing much better now. If we flip it. Oh yeah. So he's doing great now. He's got the weight on. He's doing great. I mean, he was, when he came back, it wasn't like so bad. It was just, in comparison to my puppies who were at like sort of like the pinnacle of health and well-being, there was just such a marked difference. And so since then, he's been getting the milk from his mom. He's been getting lots of care. I make sure he eats really well. I've also been giving him these like little tiny dry fish from the market. And you've been doing really well. You've been doing really well. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. So you can see now so the doctor came yesterday and he got his second round of deworming. He got his vaccines. So that's good. So that is, so Missy, so here's the thing to understand is like, people need to be educated on how to properly care for animals. Like this family, they're not malicious. They're like, the little girl loves this puppy so much. They just didn't know. They didn't, I don't know how they were doing it, but also the puppy was separated too soon from its mother. It needed its mother's milk. That's what I believe. So the doctor came yesterday and everyone got their shots and everything, and I sent them a message being like, hey, listen, okay, this happened, but I'd like to keep the puppy for a little bit longer just to keep nourishing him. So what's cool also is when the little girl, she missed her puppy so much, so they came a few nights ago just to visit him. And what was cool about that was that I was able to pull out the puppy packs with all of like the toys and the blanket and the things. I was able to, it was dinner time, so I showed them how I prepare the food. I showed them the little pack of probiotics that I'm going to give them. I explained, oh, this is very expensive. It's very good for your puppy. You just put half of it on the meal. And I just kind of educated them because, there are things that, we take for granted. And this is something we were talking about with Daisy in the clinic video yesterday. We take it for granted that we treat our dogs like our kids, like babies, and we give them everything. We give them everything that we would like a child. It's not necessarily that way here. People just don't have the same culture. So, so I will give the puppy back, but with a lot more like instructions of how to care. I'm going to give them a bottle of apple cider vinegar to add to the food. I'm going to be checking to make sure, I'm showing them the way to like mix the water. I showed him the bones that I got from the market to make the caldo, the bone broth. I showed him the little fish, and me and the little girl together, we fed the puppy these little tiny fish, and she got to see how much the puppy enjoyed it. So it's like teaching the people the ways that you can supplement their diet and give them the nutrition that they need. So the puppy's bigger, stronger now, and is doing really, really well. He's catching up quickly with his brothers and sisters, and he's just a very sweet, very, very sweet little creature. And yeah, and the family's totally willing to do it a good way. I think they just needed some instruction, So yeah, so that was like a challenge. And then ultimately it turned into a win. Now the next big challenge that came, and what was funny is like, I was having this experience, I remember having this thought of like, wow, I've had such a good experience with these like puppies, like nothing went wrong, nobody got sick, nobody died, it's just been so like easy, it's been so easy. I'm so grateful, like, yeah, it's been such like a smooth motherhood, and y'all who are mothers know it's not motherhood if it's smooth. Like, motherhood requires challenges and learning and things not going the way that you want or expect. So, oh wow, look at that spider that just crawled on my phone. I wish I could show this. I Hi. Whoa. Okay. Well, that was a really crazy spider. Yeah, so Mylene, yeah, I will follow up with them. And so that's also the cool thing is like all of the people who are getting puppies are like within my orbit. So like I want to be able to check on them. And I'm even now seeing the importance of like going and checking on them. And that's been a lot of the lessons around like really caring for a being and really caring about what happens to them. And like letting go of, okay, so letting go of having to have it my way. So I went out the other day. Just for a couple hours. I had to go do a meeting with Ashley. Let's really quick. Let's just check because what have you done? Ew, this is all the hair from my brush. Did you get into the? Oh jeez. Let's just put that outside. That means they got into the trash. You guys, Bronco, can you just like enforce a little bit of? I guess that's a no. Okay. Hey. Okay. Let's. Okay. So the second big challenge that happened. So the second big challenge that happened, guys, you are so sweet. Yeah. So the second big challenge that happened. I went out for a few hours. I had to go have a meeting with Ashley about the house. I went to go meet with Gloria's sister about the bracelets, which I took off because I just had my massage. I should show those to you. And I came back and, you know, puppy mayhem around my feet. I'm cutting in, you're trying to step in them, all this like joy and mayhem with me coming home. And then I'm just like, wait a minute. Something's not right. Something's missing. Someone's missing. And I realized that the blonde puppy, where's the blonde puppy? Where's Fievel? Where's Fievel? And I go all over the garden. You know, it was just before the sun was going down, so I was like going all over the garden, looking for the dog, calling for the dog. I walked the perimeter, I walked everywhere, and Fievel was gone. The blonde puppy was gone. I was like, oh no. And next morning, is he back? Nope, still not back. And so I go out looking for him. I call Gloria to come over, and so I ask her to go out into the neighborhood, into the village, and talk to people and put out an APB for his arrest, put out a warrant for his arrest. No, I asked her to go like pretty much door to door with the picture of the puppy and let people know that there's a 100Q reward for information leading to the arrest of the puppy. So there's a tip. I put out a reward into the community, letting people know that this puppy's missing, and by all means, I'm pretty sure that he's been stolen. I mean, these are like healthy, like fancy, really nice puppies. These aren't street dogs. Like these are like, these animals are like, there's demand for them, let's just say. And so I'm pretty sure that Fievel wouldn't just leave. He wouldn't just leave his mom. He wouldn't just leave his den. He wouldn't just leave his brothers and sisters and disappear like this, you know? So I'm pretty sure he's been stolen. And so, yeah, it was really hard for me. It was really hard. A lot of emotions, a lot of like, oh no, and just like worrying about him. Yeah, just like worrying about him and like what happened and is he alive? Like, what, and just my biggest concern was like, you know, is he getting, wherever he is, like, is he getting the care that he needs? Like, I know that here I can give him, you know, the best care in the world, and I do. And I don't know if he's getting that out there. And so I was really torn up. So I was like, it was like one night after the next, it was like mom guilt over cafecito. And then the very next night, what happened with Fievel. And the irony is his name is Fievel. You know the movie with the little mouse? It's like an animated movie with like the mouse, and they end up in New York, and the mouse gets separated from his family, and then there's a sequel, Fievel Goes West, and it's this whole premise of this like little mouse who gets separated from his family and goes off on his like this wild adventure. Hey, show me your faces. Okay. So I was like pretty heartbroken about it, and just kind of dealing with this challenge of like, what do I do? What do I think of this? What do I make of this? How do I handle this? And then, luckily enough, I went into an Ayahuasca ceremony. And it was, a really powerful space to be able to kind of untangle the knots, like these knots within me. And what I came to understand is like, you know, I did my best with Fievel. I did my best to prepare him for the world. I nourished him. He's strong. He's like a capable dog. And no matter where he is, I just need to trust that he's okay. And in fact, if it's anything like the Fievel movies, if it's anything like the Fievel movies, like he's probably off having an adventure. So I was at this turning point. Like, do I choose to stress and suffer and dip into so much anxiety about this? Or do I choose to let go and surrender and trust that life is taking care of him, trust that life has a plan for him, trust that wherever he is, like, he's figuring it out, he's a good boy, he's a strong boy, and if he can get back to me, may he know that he has a point of care in this world. Like, I'm here, I'm waiting for him, I'm loving him, and if he comes home, I will give him the care that he needs. So, yeah, another thing I realized is, like, you know how you can, you know how, like, as a mom, like, you can, or as someone who cares about other beings, like, you can really, like, worry about them? One thing I realized, especially during the ceremony, was that, like, me sitting in a vibration of fear and worry actually does nothing to help him. It does nothing to help him. The only thing it does is engage an addiction to stress and worry, right? So what I realized then is, like, the best thing that I can do for this other being, because I can't control the situation, I can't control what's happening, like, I've done my best, and my job now is to let go and turn it over to God, right? Like, turn it over to the divine, like, whatever's gonna happen, just kind of put it in God's hands. And and I realized, like, the best thing that I can actually do is just, like, hold a vibration of love and, like, and peace, and, like, wishing the best for him, and, like, letting go of my agenda for, like, what I think should happen. Like, I think he needs to be here. Maybe his spiritual path is, like, is to go out into the world and, like, have a tremendous adventure, and to, you know, who knows. So I really just focused on, like, just being this, like, beacon of love, like, holding him with love and holding him with trust, and, like, life is taking care of him, and it's okay. Just let go, like, let go, let go, let go, let go, let go, and let God. I just turned him over to God. And so I really got into a state of acceptance about it. And then this morning, when I was having my massage, the dogs were going wild. The dogs were going wild, and I'm like, what's that? And finally, I hear, like, a voice. It's like, Marina, I think someone's here. Can you go check? Like, I'm like laid out on my massage. And she goes outside, and she comes back in, and she says, there's a woman here who says one of your dogs got out, and she has your dog. And I'm like, oh, El Rubio? Like, the blonde one? And so I go outside, and there is a woman bringing back Fievel. So Fievel went west, and Fievel came home this morning, and he's well, he's happy, he's fine. And so I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. And he's been just so happy to be back. He's been cuddling in my arms. He's just been, playing with his brothers and sisters, and you can tell he's so happy. So I'm really, really pleased that this is the way that it turned out, and that I learned some really great lessons about motherhood and about letting go, trusting life. And you know what? Because, you know, he ended up coming back. And, like, I really could have stressed out this whole time. I could have stressed out, but I chose not to stress out. And thank God he's back. And so it's cool. I gave her the tip. I said, where did you find him? I said, how did you know? And she said, because yesterday the cleaning lady, Natalia, was here. And I mentioned to her, I mean, we were standing there, I was chopping vegetables, and I just turned to her and says, you know, I think someone stole the blonde one. She said, oh, I thought you sold it. I said, no. And I told her, all in Spanish, I said, but you know, I'm offering a 100 Q reward if anyone finds him. So she heard that. And then her sister, she like told her, I don't know what happened. And, you know, part of my mind's like, did she steal the dog? And then bring the dog, and then her sister brought it. You know what? Like, I don't even care. I literally don't even care. I am not trying to blame anyone. The most important thing is that he's back. I don't think she stole him, because I had been offering her puppies pretty much every week since they were born. Like, hey, do you want a puppy? Did you want a puppy this week? Do you want a puppy this week? And she's like, no. So I think if she wanted a puppy, she just would have said yes, and I would have given her the puppy. So I don't think she's the type of person to steal a puppy. Plus, it wasn't the day that she was here, like, like she doesn't have keys to the gate, like, so yeah, so this is really good news, and I think we're gonna change his freaking name, because Fievel was just like setting it up. In fact, yeah, so Luke was the one who named him Fievel, and I had a conversation. I was like, I was kind of joking, but like, this is, you know, I was like in all my like mom feelings. I was like, this is your fault because you named him Fievel. Why do we name him Fievel? It's a horrible name for a puppy. And he's like, yeah, I think I just tuned into his energy. Because Luke's a very like empathic, he can read people really well, which is also why he can help people really well. And so I think he just tuned into his energy. So I think we're gonna rename him something like Tommy, or like, yeah. Cafecito, Cafecito. Hi, little one. Hi, little one. Yeah, yeah. There you go. Yeah. So, a lot of lessons. I think in summation, the biggest lessons, the biggest takeaway is do your best. Trust and surrender that life has a plan. Like, teach and empower others. Don't just assume that they're bad or they're doing it wrong because they're like bad. Like, take the time to invest in and teach them. In fact, this was a really good experience. So another thing is like learn from everything. So today, Gloria and her niece and her mom are coming over to adopt 2 of the puppies. The biggest, healthiest, strongest puppies, who I'm sure are ready to be adopted because they're so big and strong, and it's time, and they've got their shots and everything. And so instead of just handing the puppies over, we're gonna like sit down and we're gonna talk about how do you properly care for an animal. Bronco is getting really annoying. Are you annoying, Bronco? This is Sarah. She's going today, so she's in great form. So this is yeah, so this is an important thing. And you know, this is something we were talking about with the clinic stuff yesterday, is like, you know, some people were upset about the little boy shaking the stick at the dog, and I was too. And I told him, hey, you have to be nice. You have to be nice to the dog. And he just like, you know, he doesn't know me. You know, I don't mean anything to him. And you know, just going and telling people what to do is not an effective way to change hearts and minds. Just, even if you're right, like, you're right. Don't hit the dog with a stick. Like, he wasn't hitting. He was kind of waving it and just not having a spirit of respect with the animal. And I completely agree. And if I want to change the way that people treat animals, I can't just go into their home unannounced and tell them what to do. Something we were talking about yesterday is taking the time to build relationships with people, to build trust, and then slowly over time teach them. Slowly over time show them a different way. Because if you've only seen one way, and I was thinking about this analogy, like, I know many of you probably have no problem whatsoever killing an ant. Do you kill an ant? Maybe you know someone who does. I don't know about you, but I remember I was with a former partner, and he was in a very different mind than me, and he killed this ant that was on his kitchen counter. I'm like, oh my God, no! And he's like, what? It's just an ant. And I'm like, but it's a being. Why would you? I don't even kill mosquitoes. Like, why would you kill? Like, oh my, I'm like, no. And he just like that did not register for him, because he has a different sort of culture, a different sort of mindset, where something that seems obvious to you and me, like it's not okay to kill a creature, to him, that creature had no right to be in his house, and it was an inconvenience to him, so he had every right to kill it. Wow, that's very different, right? So that's, in a lot of ways, you know, people here can have very different views on animals and on dogs. And in order to change that, you can't just tell them, hey, don't squish the ant. You have to maybe like build that relationship over time, and then teach them about the interconnectivity of all life, and how all life matters, and like the reincarnation of souls, and how that could be like your great uncle, and like, you know, how everything matters, and our choices matter, and karma and energy, and you know, all of these things. Like, it's, those kinds of things take time. So I'm grateful for these learning opportunities, and I really appreciate that I can't just hand over the puppies. I really have to make sure that the people are like trained and understand, and then I need to check on the puppies, because that's part of my role, is like, yeah, really caring for them and making sure that they're okay. Otis! No, not Otis. You know the movie Milo and Otis, where the little puppy and kitty go get lost and have this big adventure. So yeah, good, Amanda, good. If you save ants, good for you. So yeah, to me, it's obvious not to kill bugs. Like, to you, it may be obvious not to kill bugs, but for some people, it's not obvious not to kill bugs, and it's not obvious to treat dogs well. So I really see that that's part of like my role here, staying here longer, is to help shift the hearts and minds of people in positive ways, especially in regards to the dogs. So I'm grateful that we have this ongoing project with Daisy to do the dog spay and neuter clinics, which I'm so grateful to you guys for showing up. I need to look at, in fact, we should probably look at the name again. One woman just came and dropped like $500 yesterday. It's like, wow, what an angel. So, so yeah, Mylene, exactly right. In some cultures, they don't value dogs and cats the same we do in the US. Exactly, Mylene, exactly. And so I can't go in and tell, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, and be like the white person who's coming in with this like white savior complex trying to like fix the local people. No. Like, this requires a lot more time and gentleness and finesse and deep caring about the animals and deep caring about the humans too. Listening to the humans instead of just telling them what to do. Because I don't know about you, if someone just comes and tells you that you're wrong and tells you what you should be doing, like, do you have listening for them? Especially if you have never seen anything else and what you think that what you're doing is absolutely fine. So, you know, power of relationships. So anyway, so the puppies are doing really well. Fievel is back from his adventure. Cafecito is doing well. He's being well rehabilitated. Maple's getting a new home today with a really sweet girl. Yeah. Who is still very much in my life. Who I'm going to be seeing many times. Sarah is going with Gloria, who is my like right-hand woman. So I will be definitely making sure that oh, and Sarah, this one and this one will be neighbors. So they're gonna get to stay together and play together. And then Riley there is going to the family at the corner where we're seeding the 200 pounds of dog food. So we got to keep that. We got to keep that. Lisa says, maybe if that little boy had a toy to play with instead of the dog, he would play more nice. I know. So Lisa, so here's also the thing. This also goes into questions of poverty. This goes into questions of education. It's not that the people are bad. It's just that they have not been properly educated. They don't have resources. And you know what? That little kid is probably also not being treated very well by maybe like an alcoholic man in his life. You know, so there's like a cascade of caring. So if we just look at this one isolated incident and be like, this person's not doing it right, it's like, okay, well, let's look at the bigger picture. Is this person getting the care that they need? Is this person educated? Is this person being nurtured? Because how is someone supposed to care and nurture for someone else if they themselves aren't being cared and nurtured? You know, this is also why, like, I'm really passionate now about, you know, really nurturing myself, because that's how I'm in a position to nurture others, you know? Hi, Debbie. Good to see you, honey. So that's it. Zorro. Ooh, Annie. Well, you know what? I am definitely I'm definitely open to new names for the little blonde one, because I don't think Fievel is a name I want to keep. At least Stella's kind of being much nicer now. Okay, so let's just go investigate. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Bronco, you're doing great, buddy. Hi, Maple. Hi, Maple. Yeah, you're gonna get a new home. You excited? Bronco's excited. Hi. Hi, kiddo. Hi, kiddo. No, they don't eat dogs and cats here. Oh, Bronco's leg. He's doing great. Bronco. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Hi, bud. Hi, bud. Trouble for his name. No, I don't like that. I don't like the implications of that. Yeah, his leg is healing really well. No longer swollen, no longer infected. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, so everyone, you know, it's been a lot of work. It's been a lot of energy. Yeah, Chantal. So the animals will also be spayed and neutered. So that's also my continued role as the co-mother of these pups, is to check in with the family, check in to make sure how the dogs are doing, checking in to make sure that they get taken to the clinic at 6 months, following up to make sure they get their vaccines. So they all got their little vaccine card yesterday. Yeah, Chantal, they absolutely will get spayed and neutered. That's part of the deal of giving them out. So, yeah, yes, they've gotten so big. Maple here is the biggest one. She came in at 10 pounds. 10 pounds, kiddo. Oh, Roger, thank you. Yeah, so, hi, Rebecca. Hi, honey. Yeah, Jane, I just want to say happy birthday month. It's Jane's birthday on Sunday, but she's celebrating all month. Love you. Sunshine. We'll see. It has to be like a cute boy's name. We'll figure it out. I will still be taking submissions. Yeah, Carrie, Bronco groans like an old man. Honestly, that's like when I was deciding whether or not to like really like invest more in him and let him like kind of stick around, I decided yes, because he brings me so much joy with the way he groans like an old man. He's just, I call him my old man, you know. Is that a volcano? Yep, that's a volcano. That's a volcano. Not a particularly active one. Stella, Mama, and Violet. Yeah, Mama was here yesterday. She hasn't come back today. Stella is under the couch. And Violet has been spending a lot of time here. And actually I was able to pet her. Well, pet her. No, I touched her. And then she pulled away, but she didn't try to bite me. So normally Violet's in there, but right now Saya's in there. Yeah, it's been raining a lot. That towel needs to come out. So now, yeah, all the kids are getting their own bowls, and it's just, yeah. All right, guys, it is, where's the little black one? She's right in here. She's taking a little nap. Hi, Saya. Hi, honey. Hi. So the good news about Saya is that she's going to my future neighbor, Melchora, who's also getting a puppy from Ashley. So Ashley's partner, Philippe, has a litter of puppies that were born around pretty much the same time. It's just been puppy season. Daisy's got 9 puppies, like so much puppies. So Melchora is getting a puppy from me and from Ashley, and we're gonna, we've orchestrated so that we'll drop the puppies on the same day, because I think that'll be really fun for the pups to get like a new home and a new brother, a new sister, and the toys and the blankets. So right now I'm just like kind of getting them used to their toys, getting them used to their blankets, making their blankets smell like me, because I know that they will feel reassured having this crazy mess. So that's good. So Saya is going to be nearby. She's going to be my neighbor, so I'll still be able to check on her, and she's going to have a new little brother who to play with. Yeah, so I feel good about it. Hamish, maybe. Yeah. So yeah, so yeah, learning, growing, lots of lessons in motherhood. Ultimately let go, ultimately do the best you can, ultimately trust that life has a plan for you, life has a plan for your child. Just do the best you can to nurture yourself and take care of yourself, and be a point of caring that they can always come back to. You know, my job is not to control and keep my puppies prisoner. My job is to do the best I can to nourish them and make them strong, and then yeah, and do the best I can to let them go in a way that's like responsible and caring. You know, knowing that I can't control what happens out there. I can have some measure of control of what happens in my own house, but it's not my job to control what happens in other people's houses. Although I can offer education, I can offer resources to others who may not have them, and I can offer, yeah, just guidance to others who are open to receive it. And you know, the people who are taking these puppies are all open to receiving those things. So yeah, just do the best you can, and then let go and let God. Oliver, Kim. I think we may have a winner. Oliver. Okay. I'll talk to his father, see what he thinks. Booker. Sam. Oliver, well, Oliver means a lot, especially because we had a dear friend here in the valley who passed away, and his name was Oliver, so that actually might be nice to name him in honor of, yeah, he kind of looks like an Oliver. That's how you change the world. Slowly, over time, by building relationships based on compassion and listening, not trying to enforce change on others, not trying to make anyone else wrong, definitely not assuming the worst in people, not taking others prisoner, trusting life, turning the reins over to God, whatever your concept of a higher power is, like letting go, letting God, and then choosing, like, even when things don't go according to like the plan, can I let go, or do I want to suffer, or do I want to be happy? So I chose to be happy, even in the face of losing essentially my son. And it was hard. And even this morning, this funny thing, today, the day he came back was the day that I reached like probably the pinnacle of acceptance. And I sat down to do my music this morning, and I sung this mantra, the Gayatri mantra, which is like the highest meditation. It's for like of like all the spiritual realms. Like I like hail to all of the spiritual realms of this earth, of like this earth and beyond, and may we like be led on the right path. And I sung that song so deeply from my heart, and I imagined from my third eye just this beacon of light going out to Fievel, aka Oliver. Just like, wherever you are, may you be well. Wherever you are, may you be getting the care you need. Like, wherever you are, may the best happen for you, instead of being fearful and anxious about it, right? So I just was that beacon of love and light for him. And then that's the day he came back. So yeah, I think Oliver is the one. Oliver. Little Ollie for short. Ollie Thompson, what do you think of that? Little Ollie. Oliver. Yeah. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. Yeah, Kathy, full moon in Capricorn tonight. Oof. All right, guys, it's time to go cook some lunch. And actually, I want to work on. Let me show you. Let me show you the bracelet. So one thing I have on my roster today, aside from finally making that face cream, is I'm going to start writing. Where is it? I had my massage, so everything is kind of up here. Where did I put my Maple? Did you take my little bracelets? Here's my necklace, but where's the? All right, well, we'll find I think the bathroom. We'll find the bracelet. Ah, the trash is knocked over. It's like a bunch of puppies were in here, and they think it's the best thing ever. They're just having so much fun. Okay, when I find the bracelets, I'll show you. But today on my docket, I want to start writing up the little like sales page for the hummingbirds and the bracelets that I'm going to be offering you guys very soon at the end of the month. When I go to Bali in exactly 3 weeks. I'm going to Bali. I'm going to have a 10-hour layover in Los Angeles. Yeah, Lacey, oh my God, I feel everything. Sleeping, it's not barely happening. I have a 10-hour layover in Los Angeles, so I'm going to use that time to send out packages to people. So you can buy these hummingbirds and these really cool bracelets that are going to support an awesome cause of empowering and offering economic opportunity to these women. In fact, this is something, I'm so glad that now I found this, because I talked to this. So do you know the company, there's a company called Wakami and a company called Four Oceans. Maybe you've seen the Four Oceans. It's this charity they're doing where they're cleaning up the ocean, and they sell these bracelets. They sell these really high quality woven bracelets. And Gloria's sister makes the bracelets for them. Like these high quality, like really nice, really cool bracelets. She's one of the indigenous women making them. And so I have hired her to make 300 individual pieces. I'm deciding, am I going to sell them individually or as twos or in threes? They were a little bit more expensive than I was expecting, and I'm just like, whoa, how much did I? Okay, but it's for a good cause. And what's cool about this project is that someone reached out to me the other day, and they're like, hey, there are these girls who I know the girls. They live on my street here, and it was Neil. He was reaching out to me from the farm, and he was really worried about them. He's like, hey, do you have any job for them? Like, I don't have any work for them. Is there anything that you have you could give them for work? And I'm like, I'm working on, like, this is exactly what I'm striving for with my land and my home and the project. And so I reached out to the woman, Gloria's sister, and I asked, are you open to like training other women to like do this work, to make these bracelets? And she said, yes, it will come at a cost. Like, I would have to pay probably like good money for their training. But what I'm seeing is that if you guys can support this, if you guys like this and buy them and think it's a cool idea, then this is something that we can invest in these young women. These are women with like alcoholic fathers, like one's like 15, one's like 11. It's like there are a few daughters in this family, and they're like we're, as a community, we're worried about these girls. So to be able to provide them an opportunity that's not just going up the mountain to chop wood or just like cleaning somebody's house, but where they can have an opportunity to, just be empowered. You know, that was something I really learned in my ayahuasca ceremony. The difference between like caretaking somebody versus like empowering them to stand on their own 2 feet, you know? So, so Mylene, I'm going to be selling the ones that the 300 that I've already ordered, and she finished them. They're beautiful. I'm like, whoa. And I got little hummingbird charms and these little Egyptian eyes and some other cool little charms. So I'm going to be selling those. I'm also going to be selling the hummingbirds. So I think I'm going to put together a little pack of like a hummingbird, a bracelet. Actually, there's a big well, I'll tell you more about those later. A little packet of these like little gifts. And so purchasing them supports these women, these local indigenous women, to be empowered, to have a craft, to have a way to support themselves in the world with dignity. And then it also supports me on this trip. I'm going to Bali. I'm going to bring you guys some amazing content and bring you guys along for the ride. And then it's something that we can be like in solidarity with together. So it's like, you know, part of the tribe, part of the community, like a community bling. So yeah. So I'm going to be personally shipping them. So if you weren't receiving something in the past, that was probably because it was going through like the t-shirt site, which is actually, I have no hands on whatsoever. I just submit my designs and they handle all the production and shipping. So I will be able to ship to other countries. If you live in another country, I might have to add a little bit more in shipping just because the costs. There are so many, I'm going to just say, there's so many expenses with like making stuff and bringing it to you. So I wish I could sell everything for like $2 each, but unfortunately I won't be able to. So all right, so there we go. So let's take one last look around at the puppies, and then it's time to make lunch. And oh, what mischief are you getting into now? You see, I feel like this is a good day. This is a good time to send the puppies on to their new home, because six toddlers is becoming a lot. And oh, this is where it went. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Well, that's probably dead. You took both of them. Ugh. So these, we were doing some cuttings. Me and Saul, we were doing some cuttings of some berry bushes, and I was like, what? We did 2 pots, and I was like, what happened to the other pots? Because the puppy took it. So that's definitely not us. I don't think that's gonna grow now. So, boss, you puppies. Ugh. Okay, let go. Oh, you thought it was gonna go one way? Oh, you wanted to have it this way? Oh, you wanted things to be perfect? Oh, you wanted it your way? Motherhood. No, it's not gonna go that way. And can you accept that? Can you relax? Can you trust? Can you let go? Just let go over and over and over again. It's okay. Maple. Oh my God. All right, guys. I think this is a good time to turn off the video, close the doors, clean up, make some lunch. It might stick. I'll stick it back in the dirt. I think I'm gonna water the dirt first. We'll see. Hopefully they'll grow. For the packages and the stuff, what it costs, I don't know yet. I need to figure it out. I need to figure out exactly what I'm putting together, what I'm going to offer, what I'm going to charge for shipping. So just stay tuned, and know I'm going to do my best to keep the price fair for everyone involved. Yeah, exactly. Peace. Oh, peace. Also, speaking of Peace Mala, I wanted to also share that now on the High Vibe Tribe, because I'm so grateful for you guys, and I want to make it a little bit more fun, a little bit more of an incentive to join. If you join the High Vibe Tribe, which is by becoming a supporter on this page, if you click the badge, every single month we're going to do a hummingbird raffle. So every single month, just by being a member of the High Vibe Tribe, you get a raffle ticket to enter to win a hummingbird. So Peace Mala, she just won the first one, and yeah, I'm really excited about that. So far, benefits of being a part of the High Vibe Tribe: 1, you get to be in a smaller community with me and other people from this community who are just awesome and incredibly supportive. We have our own private Facebook group. There's a private chat group. Every 2 weeks we do a Zoom call where you get together. We just did one the other day. We were together for 2 hours. So if you've ever wished you could just sit and ask me some questions and get face to face, it's right there. The intention of the Zoom call is really, I mean, it's different each time. Sometimes we do readings. This time we like got into it. I was sharing, you know, I share behind the scenes stuff. I was talking about what was going on with the puppies, you know, before I was sharing it publicly, because I was still going through emotion. So you get access to a lot of behind the scenes information that I don't release on the public page, at least not immediately. I share a lot of stuff about the design of my house. Oh, cool. Hi, Chef Sevkan. I was watching one of your videos on Talking with Tammy the other day. Your food looks amazing. Missy, did I see Santos? Yeah, I saw Santos the other day. He gives me a hug every time I see him. He asked me for an ice cream. I bought him an ice cream. I'm glad that he... Oh, great. Oh, Becky, you're going to join tomorrow. You can't wait. Awesome. So when you join, just know that we really want to get to know you. So please do an introductory post in the group. It's just, the group is Erica's High Vibe Tribe, and you'll be guided there once you become a member. And then, yeah, just stay tuned for the message announcements about the Zoom call. And I still need to post the replay. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. So, nice. I'm actually not in the private chat, so Jane actually set that up. A private chat was set up for the other thing, but I realized like I can't keep up. I can't commit to a private chat. So there's a private chat just for the people in the group, but then there's the Facebook group for all of us to share, and the Zoom call where I'm like there holding the space. So yeah, cool. I'd love to have you there, and I really appreciate it. Like, you guys in this supporter group you're helping me so much with this house construction. You're helping me cover the expenses of these laborers now coming and working, you know, 5 days a week on the construction of my house. So I really do feel like I owe you guys, yeah, a lot more, and that's why I'm trying to like incentivize and drop fun goodies and like make it more fun to be a part of this group. Yeah. Jane says make sure to scroll through the High Vibe Tribe. There's some amazing content there. So Jane's one of our dedicated members, and Jane actually holds the chat group. So yeah, and what else was the other thing? Was there something else? Oh yeah, I'm starting my pranayama course tomorrow, so things are about to get a little weird. I don't know. Oh, Violet's back. So the pranayama course, this is a big thing. Violet, we have good news. Violet. So Violet still comes, and she still gives puppies milk. The vet was very, very surprised about this. Oh, Amanda, yeah, the total in the clinic. I checked last night. I was shocked. We raised like, what, 2,100? 2,100 was amazing. Nice. Oh, Kimberly, that's great. Oh, look at this. She loves her pup. I can't wait for her to see that Ollie's back. Yeah. She let me touch her. Well, she let me touch her. Then she pulled away. She's not standing there and like taking my pets yet, but I'm hoping that we can build a relationship so that she can get so I can take her to be spayed. Nice. Okay, so yeah, so the High Vibe Tribe, if you want to join, it's $10 a month, and it's part of the subscriber group on this page. So somewhere down there, I should post a link. I'm gonna post a link. Actually, if you use this link, then it's better for me if you care about that. Because if you just use like a random link, then I get a lower percentage. If you go on your computer and sign up, I get a higher percentage. So I don't know if that matters to you. I'll drop a link to that. And yeah. All right, guys, it's time. I can't wait for Violet to see that her baby's back. Arturo. No, Susan, Violet has not been fixed yet. What happened? Yeah, she's a little spotty. Saya, what did you do to your mom? Why did she run away? Oh, it's our party! Woo! Hey, kiddo, come here, kiddo, come here. Saya, come here, girl. Come here, girlfriend. Oh, the beasts are awakening from the cave. Hi. Were you sad that your mom left? Your dog mom left? But I'm here. You're doing great. You're doing so great. I'm so proud of you, kiddo. Yeah. Okay, I'm off to make some lunch. See you guys. See you soon. Love you. Bye. Enjoy the pigs, Carrie. I love you.